Hey folks, Joe Bongiovanni here from the Kettle Pond Institute, Debt Free Money. And I am sitting, the brick wall that you see behind me is the front facade of the Jekyll Island Country Club Hotel, which was formerly the Jekyll Island Club, the place where, not only did millionaires come to play, but basically the place where the United States Federal Reserve banking system got its start. Of course, it had to be legislated into existence a couple of years later, but it was in 1910 that after the crash of 1907 and the fact that we realized there was a national commission and we realized that we were going to have to do something about changing the monetary system, banking system, financial system into something that could be more stable and more secure to basically try to eliminate booms and busts. You can see how we're doing with that, but the bankers decided to come down here secretly to get together, come down here with a couple of very influential members of Congress, including Senator Aldrich, Senator Nelson Aldrich, after he remarried into the family and became part of the Rockefellers. Um, we know that his namesake being Nelson Rockefeller of a lot of political uh, fame. What am I saying then? I'm at the Jekyll Island Club. I'm at the place where the United States of America began its venture into the private creation and destruction of capital using fractional reserve banking. The private debt-based monetary system of the Federal Reserve bankers got its start here. It's entirely designed. It was, if you read the history, everybody should read Creature from Jekyll Island. Um, everybody should know, by the way, one thing, which is that there's nothing about the present system that says that we have to keep it. That it was an option that was settled upon surreptitiously at the time after the bankers designed it. They opposed it so that it wouldn't look like it wasn't favoring the bankers, and they eventually got it passed. So what is that system? That system of private, debt-based money. It's a system it's a parasitical system of the national economy. It's a parasitical system that basically enables the people that create the money, okay, to take all of the advantages from the people that create the wealth, and that's being basically the rest of us, and taking those benefits and back to themselves. And that has culminated in the picture that Michael Moore drew to the striking workers, to the striking, not striking, but demonstrating union personnel up in Wisconsin, in which he gave that great speech, in which he identified the problem. He said, "We're not broke. It's just that the wealthy, have all the benefits of the wealth that we create, and we have all the debts. When we have all the debts, that includes the states having all the debts. So we have a system that takes away from the government its ability to function and to carry on. And that system is, the fractional reserve banking system. It's the money creation system. It's nothing more or less than that. So this is a message then to Michael Moore. Okay, this is a message then to those demonstrating union people trying to preserve their rights that they bargained for. And the message is this: there is a solution. Okay, there is another way. Uh, you know, it's going to be up to the Democrats to become the party of debt-free money. They may do it. There may be enough Democrats who will look at the situation and say to themselves, you know what, we see the problem, and the problem is in the debt money system. And the accumulation of wealth is enabled by that private debt money system. And there is a solution. And this is the message to Michael The solution is just right over there. Over there in Cleveland, Ohio, there's Congressman Dennis Kucinich, who has taken the pains over the years to study the money system in a way that no other politician has, and I include Ron Paul in that, and to study the money system and to be able to come up with a workable alternative to the debt-based money system. And that system is spelled out in a bill that he entered into the Congress in the last session that he entitled the National Emergency Employment Defense Act of 2010. And under that act, we do away with fractional reserve banking. Nobody can lend any money that they don't actually have in the bank, okay? Which is completely different from the way it is now. Fractional reserve banking ends, and we have a national monetary authority that determines the quantity of money to be in existence to be neither inflationary nor deflationary. So we have the whole proposal, the whole solution to the problem that you guys are looking at when you see the health benefits going by the pike. Either pay for them or lose them. That's the way it works, okay? The education system becoming unaffordable. No, we can't afford to have education. Well, why we have derivatives, we have credit default swaps, we have all these things that serve as money that need to be paid. And we can't both pay for those in education or protecting the environment or moving to a renewable energy resource-based energy economy. So we can't have any of that stuff because we have to pay back all the debts that have been created in the debt money system. So it's either going to be that, and it'll be generation of austerity, not a week or a year. It'll be a generation of austerity, if not more. And likely to lead to wars, quite frankly, because we can't afford to pay for the other things that we need and those debts as well. So the solution is there. What's it the solution to? It's the solution to the problem of fractional reserve banking and private debt-based money creation. And that solution is in Congressman Dennis Kucinich's bill. And if you go to Congressman Kucinich's website and put in the NEED Act, which is what he kind of paraphrases it as the National Emergency Employment Defense Act, the NEED Act of 2010, you'll see. If you read that bill, you'll see that it contains everything that's necessary to make a transformation to the political economic system in this country from one that's controlled by the corporations, especially the bank corporations that were established years after deregulation of the fractional reserve banking system, okay? And in favor of a national economic democracy, where basically the first use of the money doesn't go to the rich, it goes to the people acting through their government. So the solutions are at hand, and the cry is being made louder and louder, but they don't really see the connection between the money system and all the social problems that are out there right now. So this is a plea from me, Joe Bongiovanni, Kettle Pond Institute. Hoping to do a coffee with Joe tomorrow with my partner Pete Young. But I'm here today, and I want to take advantage of being here, do this video. I hope everybody can think about it. It's really simple. It's the fact that there is a connection between the problems that Michael Moore has laid out, which is the accumulation of wealth has gone into the hands of the uber rich, and the fact that we can't afford education, can't afford medical benefits, or any of that other stuff. So that's my message, and I hope everybody can, learn enough to relate back to the Jekyll Island Club and the bankers sneaking down here and preparing the legislation along with Senator Aldrich, okay, to surreptitiously enter that into the Congress, to make believe that it was actually a federal system, and then to have it passed, which led, of course, President Wilson, after he signed it, to say, I've done a dastardly thing, I've ruined the country. And he did, but he didn't do it with his eyes open. Thanks for listening.